Hey, this is Alan Elliott for AE Fitness. In today's video, we're going to talk about the best cardio practices. And I'm going to share with you 5 ways that you can maximize your cardio workout. Stay tuned for more. So when it comes to the best cardio practices, let's talk about the 5 ways that you can maximize your cardio workout. So number 1 way that you can do that is to protect your joints. Cardio is associated with movement. So with movement in the body, your joints and your tendons are going to be critical to your success. And depending on how much mileage you're going to put on those joints, we want to make sure that they're lubricated and properly protected. So the ways that you can do that is you can make sure that you're properly warmed up and stretched so the joints are connected to the muscles. So we want to make sure that those joints are nice and loose so those muscles are ready for the work and then they can bear that load. Now as we're going to go into high mileage situations, for example, triathlete or just high mileage in running, swimming, or biking, you want to also make sure that you're using a supplement, and the supplement that I'd recommend is called glucosamine. And there's different variations of glucosamine, but the most important factor is just to make sure that you choose the one that's right for you. If you do have allergies to shellfish, you want to go with that vegetarian version. If that's not an issue for you, then the regular version of glucosamine will also contain some ingredients such as chondroitin and MSM. So those 3 blends, glucosamine, chondroitin, and MSM, are going to help to properly lubricate the joint, protect it from shock absorption, also make sure it doesn't become stiff, and then it's also going to help promote and build healthy cartilage. The second way that you can maximize your cardio workout is to select proper shoes. So there are certain facilities, and I can't name all of them, where they can actually do an analysis of your foot. The big things to take away from this analysis is to determine what type of arch do you have. Do you have a high arch, mid arch, low arch? And then based on that, you want to select the best shoe that's going to work for you whenever you're going to do your activity. And what you want to keep in mind as well is to make sure that you're going to try on your shoes at the end of the day versus the beginning, because our feet do swell. So you want to make sure that the shoe size that you select is going to be properly fitted for the activity, because your feet will swell when you do the activity. In addition to selecting the proper shoe, I would say that is half of the battle. You also want to pick the proper insole, again, relating to what level of arch support you have. So you may see a fancy shoe and it looks comfortable, but it may not be comfortable until you put that insole in there. So that may be the second step. The third way that you can maximize your cardio workout is to make sure that you're maintaining proper hydration levels before the workout, during the workout, and then after the workout. So that's going to ensure the maximum recovery time. So some things you may want to include are electrolyte-based drinks, beverages. Depending on your level of activity, those can also include carbohydrates to give you some natural fuel during the workout. And then also coming out of the workout with recovery, you can look at some BCAAs. So there's really no set time. Just make sure that depending on the level of activity you're going to do, you can maintain those proper hydration levels. The fourth way that you can maximize your cardio workout can be to set goals for yourself. So some great examples of setting goals are tools that are going to help you track your workout. That could be a heart rate monitor, that could be just a regular stopwatch, and then taking it to the next level, there are some great apps out there, such as Nike Plus, Runkeeper, just to name a few. So what these are going to help you do is track your workouts, and then you can recognize and realize where you were and what the conditions were that may have predicted the outcome of your run, your bike, or your swim. So that way the workouts won't become stale, and you can continually challenge yourself on a daily basis. And you can also look for trends of where you improved and what things you may need to work on as well. And finally, the 5th way that you can maximize your cardio routine is just to mix it up. So what I mean by mix it up, there's different types of cardio. You have steady state cardio, which is just cardio that's at a steady state for a set or measured amount of time. You also have interval training, which can consist of high intervals followed by low intervals, and you can vary these routines to predict and to mix up the outcome of the workout. So it's often good to mix up your cardio routine rather than just doing the same thing consistently, because the body is very smart. It's going to adapt to the stress levels you put on it. So you can constantly create new stress levels or different varieties of stress on the body, then it's going to be in a constant state of progression, and that's going to help you to avoid that plateau. If you found this content helpful, be sure to like and subscribe to the AE Fitness YouTube channel. We appreciate any comments and feedback you'd like to share with us, and that helps us provide future content viewed. So again, as always, be sure to immerse yourself in the process, take action, and enjoy the journey.